It's week 17 in the...
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Back to Sermon on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Lance, a give now to Sermon. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. It's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Charlie Warner, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie signal caller from Stanford. It's Davis Mills.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
On 1st and 10, Mills. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mills. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 8 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
1st down, Mills. This one left side caught by Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not
that
mistaken,
does,
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
2nd down and 3. Now a handoff. Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's going to have a 49ers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the option to give to Sermon here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lance. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now a 2nd down and 6. Shotgun now for Lance. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
Be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Sermon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss last week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lance. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Lance. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Lance giving it to Sermon now on the option.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt like they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now it's Sermon.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard.
It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
On play action, Mills.
That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mills on first down.
Dumps this one off to Mack. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's got Jordan complete right side.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 38, Mills. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills.
And he comes back with 1 complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mills again.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Mills again.
Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Mills.
He completes this one to Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3. This is Sermon.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Watch the screen.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance, he's got Ayuk once again.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And Lance now to throw.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Lance again. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Gold is able to put it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive
as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mills throw taken in by Collins.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. final play of the half. Mills. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Jonathan Taylor, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far, with a touchdown run as well. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action. Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 2nd and inches, Mills. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On the give, this is Mack. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Mills. And, that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Mills now. He's going to be sacked. Back to the 23-yard line. Deep forward. In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Ka'imi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Ray McLeod will return. And he returns this to the 22.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Lance looking to throw it.
Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the option, it's Sermon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the option right is Lance. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it, 22.6 miles per hour.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lance going to keep it on the option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's McKissick. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On the option to give to Sermon here. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Gold is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things is it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Off the play fake. Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mills. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Matt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Mills to throw it. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. For the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's Mills. Another one caught by Collins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Mills to the air again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. This to the outside for Mack. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. from the gun, Sermon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And that'll set them back 5. On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 116 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a run with Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Houston set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Gould for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st and 10, Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This one left side caught by Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. There again is Cooks, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mills again. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Mills now. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try to run it with Mack. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they will take a knee here. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14